I associate my earliest memories with having nightmares. My imagination would run wild, all kinds of creatures and demons trying to kill me, but then I'd wake up and it was all fine, because what happens in a dream doesn't affect you in real life, right? Well, then comes along Freddy Krueger, a guy who kills you in your sleep. And that's not fair. So for making nightmares extra scary, we have Freddy to thank. But over the years, as the movies got sillier, he also became a comedian in a way. And that's what sets him apart from Leatherface, Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees. They all wore a mask, but Freddy had a face and a personality. Growing up in the 80s, a lot of us were too young to see the Freddy movies or too scared. But either way, it seemed like we were surrounded by him. He was in video games like the Commodore 64, but the one I was most familiar with was the NES version. It was the subject of one of my episodes of Angry Video Game Nerd, which is a bi-weekly web series I've been running since 2006. The nerd is a disgruntled gamer that's stuck in the past reviewing old video games. Nightmare on Elm Street was one of the earlier episodes, and since it was a movie-based game, it gave me the opportunity to pay tribute to the film series as well as the game.
God! Oh, what the hell? No. No!
You like Nintendo?
Uh-huh.
You like to play shitty games?
No.
You fucking nerd! You wanna play some Dr. Jekyll
No!
and Mr. Hyde?
No! No!
Or you wanna play my game, bitch? Ha ha ha!
This game's horrible.
So you play as some dude who has some serious balls because he punches snakes right in the fucking face. And you don't have to anyway, you just jump over them all. So this guy has the worst luck ever because rocks randomly fall out of the sky and flocks of vampire bats come after him. So you go inside one of the houses and guess what? It's crawling with ginormous spiders. So what do? You give him a taste of your fist. Punch him. Smack him around. Assholes. Goddamn fucking spiders. Eat my ass, you fucking bitches. Show me you're a man. Punch those spiders.
Spiders! Punch them! Snakes! You want some too?
Just keep walking around. Walking down, I guess it's Elm Street, which happens to be the longest fucking street in the world. What the fuck are these? Lollipop ghosts with stick arms? Were the enemies in this game designed by some kindergarten kid for Halloween? I'm surprised they don't have skeletons too. They actually do have skeletons. What the fuck? Could the villains be any more stock? Like, we had this creepy game about Freddy. What kind of creepy characters could we add? Well, how about bats, ghosts, spiders, skeletons, and Frankensteins for the kiddies? Could it be any more uncreative than that? Like, why don't they just add some witches, black cats, and flying jack-o'-lanterns? They should have just called the game Boo! Haunted House. I thought the game wasn't that bad. I mean, it's okay for an NES game. The graphics and music were kind of cool, and it was one of the few NES games that had a 4-player mode where you can plug in 4 controllers at the same time. The object of the game, you're supposed to go around to different houses and collect Freddy's bones so you can burn them all. I never understood why Freddy had so many bones and they all looked the same. Not to mention, how did they get scattered all over every house on Elm Street? But my favorite part is when right before you fight Freddy, it says Freddy's coming, and it like takes up the whole screen. Then, oh God, is Freddy coming? He sure is. Of all the shitty things in this game, this screen is so cheesy that it's just awesome. But it's ruined by the fucking trademark symbol. Anyway, you fight Freddy, which turns out to be real disappointing. It's just a simple flat room and he walks back and forth, swatting at the air like he's blind. Come on, Freddy. The real fatal flaw that I encountered personally was that I couldn't figure out how to get into some of the houses. Some let you in and some don't. Eventually I got stuck and I couldn't figure out where to go, And that's my experience with the game. This was before the internet, so it's not like you can just look up online and figure out what you're supposed to do. No, back then, if you were stuck in a game, you were stuck, you know? So anyway, the nerd is obviously all about just picking apart all the flaws in a game, but you know, in the end, it's just a fun little thing to look at as a piece of history.